All right, hello and welcome to yourlocalnote.com. I'm RJ, Mike hanging out, making sure we look good and sound good. And we've got a band that we always love to have in. They've been with us before, and they're back. It's the One2s. They've got new music out, and we're really excited to be playing it tonight. And we're going to be talking to them about their new music. And they've got shows coming up, and they've got even more music coming up before the end of the year. Is that being a little too forward on that? Am I okay by saying that?
No, not at all.
Okay, these guys are prolific songwriters, and their music is fantastic. So we'll be talking with them in just a couple minutes. Right now, we're going to get things started from their latest EP. This is the One2s. The EP is called EP2, and this song is called Gazed Out on yourlocalnote.com. The song is called Gazed Out from the EP2, and the band is the One2s. This is yourlocalnote.com. Thank you so much for listening. Really appreciate it. And let's get to the guys and gal here for the One2s. Don't want to be sexist, I guess. You know, that's not a good thing. But welcome, and I appreciate you guys coming in again.
Oh,
Thank
for having
you.
us.
For people who have not seen you before, let's go down the row here and introduce yourself and what you do with the band.
My name's Leiana. I play bass and vocals.
Sean Bombs, guitar, vocals.
And,
Go ahead.
and a bunch of other stuff. Go ahead.
No, that's all right. Go ahead.
Jay, I play the drums.
And Tom playing guitar.
All right, guys. The song Gazed Out, instrumental, something that I've not heard from you in the past. What was the thought behind this?
Actually, that was a tune that Sean came up with. So, Sean.
I was just messing around with some keyboard stuff, and I don't know. It just sounded good to me, so I just went with it, and we decided to make it the intro track.
And didn't want to write any lyrics to it? You just didn't felt comfortable with lyrics with it?
No, I didn't think it needed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the way you wanted to start the EP?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was there any, you just like the way it sounded? Or is there a purpose behind starting with that and leading into the other songs?
Not when I wrote it, but when mixing and mastering the album, that's when it came to me that where would we put this song, and it seemed like the perfect intro just because of it leads you into the album or the EP and fades out, and then the next song bangs you in the face.
Okay, well, which is what I would expect from you guys. That's basically your past, and that's when I first heard it, your songs before, and that's what stood out. So this was very different, and it intrigues me. That's why I was just asking you about it.
Yeah,
what the thought process was behind that.
Yeah, that's, I mean, basically it. I mean, we try and do add more texture to our sound, and I don't know, it just was a misleading intro.
Okay.
I felt, and that's why, we wanted to put more keyboards into some of our music, but that's slow coming right now because we love playing guitars. So.
Okay. Now, this is your second EP. With this EP, did you try to do a lot of things different besides the first song from the first EP, or was this something that you're looking to build on a certain style that you guys do?
Some of the songs were older. Actually, some of the songs were written before EP1.
Okay.
Some of the songs were brand new, written during the process. And we didn't go into it with any kind of idea of how it was going to go. We actually recorded like 7 or 8 songs, and those songs made the EP because they were the better sounding songs.
Okay.
And they flowed together well.
All right. Now, Sean, you do most of the songwriting. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Is that something where, though, you bring ideas to the band? I mean, you have you put a song together, your songwriting process. You put something together and then bring it to the band. They help mold out their pieces and maybe suggestions, or do you come in and say, "This is basically what I want to do with this song"?
For this EP, it was pretty much written, yeah. But Jay still adds his own thing on drums and stuff like that. And I think when we recorded, Tom wasn't in the band.
Mm-hmm.
So I basically just played the guitars for this one. But our new EP, we worked on the music as a band. I had songs sketched out, but everybody put their own stamp on to the songs.
Okay, very good. Now, Tom, you're new to the band. How did Tom become a member of the band?
I found these guys on Craigslist. Believe it or not, yeah.
Where do you find anybody?
So for all those bad experiences people had with Craigslist, this one was, a positive one.
I was going to say we had a bad experience with Craigslist.
Everyone did. Yeah.
When we started this, we put some ads on Craigslist and got no response. So we went a different route, and obviously it's worked out a lot better. But you found them on Craigslist. Did you hear their music before you met up with them, or?
Yeah, they had the website and everything looked pretty professional. They had videos up already on YouTube. So I listened to the first EP, tried to learn it, came in like a couple days later, played with them, and they kept coming back. So
okay,
we got a gig in a couple of weeks. You want it?
Yeah.
Obviously very happy with what he did.
Oh yeah, I knew before he even came in that he was our guitar player.
And how did you know that?
From listening to the music that he had up.
Okay.
Not the same genre, but I could tell by his guitar playing.
Okay.
He's the right guy.
All right. How difficult has it been for you to mesh with the band? I mean, is there a learning process for you, or how does that work?
Yeah, it's different. Getting into a group with new musicians, you got to feel them out and get comfortable playing together. It does take a while. It didn't take that long though. These are all great musicians that we have here, and it went pretty quick because we had shows lined up. So it was kind of like, do your homework and get ready to play.
Yeah, I think you came in and then we played like 2 weeks later or something.
Yeah.
So
it's basically they threw you in, you had to swim, or otherwise you're out, huh?
Yeah, it was sink or swim, yeah.
There we go. Very cool. All right. So did you have a lot of people come in for this position, or did you hear him pretty quickly and was like, okay, we're good?
No, he was a few weeks after the ad.
we had a handful of people come out and then he answered it. So
yeah, and we had other people sending music. But see, our style, like some of the people that were digging our style were playing a part, I guess the softer part of our style.
Okay.
So we do a lot of that atmospheric or I don't know how you call it, but the textured guitars and stuff like that. And because of some of the tags that are associated with the band as far as genre goes, people were sending stuff that I like, but I don't know if they were going to be aggressive enough for us.
So you had an idea of what you were looking for.
I needed someone that could be aggressive, but at the same time,
Tasteful.
be tasteful and also be able to color the music when called for.
Okay. How difficult is it when you're dealing with new people and you're looking for someone? I mean, do you know right away that they're not for you?
One person.
Yeah. That one guy. Yeah.
One person. They didn't do any homework, and
Okay.
I don't even think he had a case for his guitar, so.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
geez.
That was-
he's pretty unorganized.
Yeah.
Oh,
if
boy.
he had something there, that wouldn't have mattered to me.
Right.
It was he just wasn't ready to be in a band.
I got it. Got it.
You know, maybe in a year he might be. Maybe I missed out. I don't know, but I don't think he was ready at that time. So.
Okay, well, you got Tom,
Yeah.
and you guys are good to go, which is good. All right, what we're going to do right now is we're going to play the second song off the EP, and it's called Crier. We'll come back, we'll talk about that song, and we'll talk about producing this EP compared to the last EP, and how you approached it, and some of the things that might be different from the first. We're hanging with the One2s here on yourlocalnote.com. Their latest EP is called EP2. They want to keep it simple. You know, they think of the listeners, making sure that they can remember it easily. And this song is called Crier. The song is called Crier. It's off the EP, EP2, and the band is the One2s. This is your localnote.com. We appreciate you joining us tonight, and we're hanging out with Leiana, Sean, Jay, and Tom. They make up the One2s. All right, Sean, I'm going to go to you first, because I'm guessing you wrote this song also.
Yeah.
Okay. What is this song about?
Crying.
No.
It was
So long ago.
about, I don't know.
Okay.
Thanks.
We're deep.
Leaving them hanging. All right, Sean, we're just gonna wait here until it comes. No.
Yeah, I can't.
All right, so it's a song that, again, you talk about texture, and it to me, and tell me if I'm wrong. It seems like you've added more texture to these songs than what you had on your first EP.
Definitely.
Okay, and so is this something you wanted to do? Is this something you're gravitating towards as a, I guess, to say this is the way the band is going to sound for now on, or is this something that these are the songs the way they came out? This is what I wanted. This is how I felt, and here they are.
This is how it came out at that moment. We're not gonna ever just put ourselves in a box.
Okay.
Yeah. Our next record's louder and more aggressive and noisy compared to this one. This one's got like a sonic. It's like pretty with
Right. Yeah.
harder undertone.
I hear
The
it.
next one's probably not going to be pretty.
Now, Tom, were you here when they recorded this, or did you come after they recorded this album?
The EP2?
The EP2, yes.
I don't believe I was here.
Okay, so Jay and Leiana, this is then geared towards you. This is a little different. What was your thoughts when you heard what Sean was presenting? We'll go with you, Leiana, first. Ladies first, Jay. Okay.
I loved it. I mean, I basically love 95% of what Sean writes.
Uh-huh.
So it was a no-brainer. I mean, I like things that are different and interesting, and that's what it was.
Okay.
So that's how I feel about it, or felt about it and feel about it.
Okay. Jay?
Yeah, like we heard a lot of, rough tracks, demo versions, and like I said, we had 3 other songs or 2 that we recorded in the whole process. And when all was said and done, these, just meshed well together. And again, I have a long history of Sean and songwriting, and I was like, let's go with this. It was more atmospheric, and it kind of just worked its way to be a different sounding EP.
Right.
And I love that kind of stuff more myself. I love the other stuff we're doing as well. But
Sure.
it was like this stuff, and then we had some of the stuff, and I kind of like Blank Stare we recorded, and just think I came in and just laid down drums for that. Mm-hmm. With only hearing it a couple of times.
Nice.
And that's one of my favorite tracks on the album.
Now, the one thing that helps with you guys, Sean, you also produce the album too.
Yeah.
You record, produce. Do you master it? Do you mix it down too?
Yes.
You do. So you do everything.
Yes.
How long of a process is that then, from start to finish? I mean, you just throw yourself into this.
Well, this particular EP took a while. We almost scrapped it, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, we did.
We
He was writing a bunch more new material, and we liked that stuff, and we were playing that in rehearsal. And then, so we actually thought about just making a record, not doing an EP,
Oh, got it.
putting our effort into doing a full length.
And some of the songs were harder to mix, and I wasn't getting what I heard in my head
Okay.
out of the speakers. So after, I want to say like 4 months of not listening to any of the mixes, I went back, I remixed Crier, and finally, it's a really hard song to mix because it's a wall of sound. So to, live, it's going to jump out. You got room, you're in a big room, but in 2 little speakers, to get the dynamics right, it was really hard. So when I remixed that and finally got it right, I was like, okay, let's check out the other stuff. The other stuff it was recorded a little bit differently, different mic techniques. So in the mastering, I really had to pay attention to the bottom end and just to make sure that the whole thing was cohesive as far as a whole. And I remember what Crier was about.
Okay, let's bring it back then. What is Crier about there, Sean?
It was, I think it was about, one of the lines is live your life for you. So it's about not crying about your circumstances, doing something about it, and you have resources at your fingertips that are inside you. So grab a hold of them and do something about your situation.
So it's a positive song.
Yeah.
You know, get your act together.
Yeah, but
And-
I mean, you don't hear that from the music's emotional standpoint.
Right.
So it's
Yeah, but sometimes it's difficult when you're trying to pull yourself together. You know you have to do it, but you're in a situation where it's hard.
right.
You know, so I get how that works together.
Well, then, yeah, that. Thank you for helping me make sense of that.
That's what I'm here for. I'm just here to help.
Please tell us, why did we write this song?
Well,
You were abandoned as a child.
yeah, there we go. Okay, no.
I'm just kidding.
We're not breaking into Dr. Phil, that's for sure. Okay. You mentioned something about how with Crier you were live. It sounds it sounds different than through the speakers for you, and that's where you were struggling with this song. Does that happen a lot? Because when in my past I was a program director, and this one artist in particular would play live, and his voice just was fantastic. And he was a new artist, and I couldn't wait for his album. And when I heard the CD, I was so let down. I was like, where is his voice? What's going on? You know, and I would have people, we had him in again, and I have people come up to me, who is this guy? He's fantastic. Then we play the song on the radio, and it would go nowhere. So do you, as a producer, does that happen to you often, where you'll hear something live that you guys have done, and then when it comes into the studio, you trying to replicate that energy? Is that difficult to do?
It can be, yes.
How do you then how do you get the energy from that if it's not there to begin with, or if it's just being siphoned, for lack of a better word, by the equipment?
Mixing is, you have to subtract a lot of stuff and get rid of a lot of stuff. That doesn't have to happen as much live because you have an open room. So I just got better at mixing.
Okay.
I just, is bottom line. I got better equipment. And I studied a lot of different things, listened to a lot of records, and how did they do that? How can I get closer to that?
Doing your homework.
Yeah.
I would also have to add to that, though, that your recording process is such that you like one or two takes and that's it. He's not someone who's going to make you do a line 50 times unless it's,
Unless you're messing it up.
unless something is completely unusable.
So how do we get, maybe that guy just, they didn't have the right thing for his vocal.
Yeah.
Maybe what you were hearing is his heart in that room, and on record,
It just wasn't there.
They weren't giving it, and maybe he felt cold in a vocal booth.
Yeah.
Don't record in a vocal booth.
Oh, you don't? Do you record as a band? Do you try to do it, recreate live performance?
No, pre-production we record live, and actually that really sounds awesome. I want to do a record that way, because you have all the bleed through in the room sound, and it just sounds together like right away. But unfortunately, it's a little bit harder in our studio. But no, like she was saying, I like to try to get one take vocals because, and I like to get the vocal when the song's new to you. I always do like a scratch vocal, and I don't know what I'm gonna sing, and I don't know what the words are. But the emotion of what I'm feeling at the time, because I just wrote the song, will come out. So then I have to come back and do the, right words into the ad-lib it.
So music comes to you first when you're writing a song.
Music and then vocals at the same time. So I'm hearing it, but if I don't have a vocal line in mind, then I continue to work on it until there is a vocal that fits in it.
So you put your song. So you never just sit down and write lyrics. You are.
I write them afterwards usually. Sometimes they just come.
But I'm saying you're putting the music together. It's not like you put the music together and you work on that and you get that perfected. Then you sit down and say, okay, now let me see what do I want to write with this.
No, I do it all at the same time, pretty much. I mean, the music tells me what the lyrics should be.
Okay.
Or the emotion of the music.
Do you get any suggestions from the other band members sometimes?
Leiana,
Okay.
because she's singing half of the stuff.
Okay. And she's the English major,
She's
right?
my proofreader. Yeah, I write better than I talk.
Okay.
He's much more eloquent
When he writes.
when he writes.
That's and
Yes.
and that happens a lot. No, seriously. I mean, people who are really good writers, just because they're a good writer doesn't mean they're a good speaker. I mean, it's two different things.
Right.
You know, and so, but it's interesting that you sing and you don't have a problem with singing,
Right.
but speaking is not something that you enjoy doing. It's not your favorite thing.
No, not one on. I don't know. Sometimes it is. It depends.
You can talk a lot.
If you
talk
get me
your ear
started
off,
on the
don't you?
subject, I will talk. But if it comes to like small talk, I don't.
Okay.
I'm not with the weather talk.
Okay. Well, the weather's kind of crap. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do it as a joke, but.
I understand. All right, let's go to song number 3, Pop the Ripper. We'll play it, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it. Then we're going to talk about where you guys are playing, because you're very busy this summer, and also where people can find your music. All right, that's all coming up. Again, this is Pop the Ripper from the EP2, and we're hanging with the band The One2s on yourlocalnote.com. Song is called Pop the Ripper, and the band is the One2s. Their EP is called EP2. Keeping it simple for you so you can't mess it up. EP2. All right, before I go to you, Sean, and talk about this song, I want to, Jay. Now, you've known Sean a long time, and you've played with him, and you've heard his music. This was a different approach from Sean, and did it surprise you that he took this approach?
No, like I said, the previous bands, we kind of went through the same stage we're going through now. Sean had everything, we wrote it, and then when we got to a certain stage, everyone, you started writing together as a band. He had the basic structure, and this, and okay, of course, vocals are all him,
right?
And but our upcoming EP, everyone we took some time, we rehearsed all the songs as a band, kind of wrote them, everyone got their parts down, then we recorded it.
Okay. Now, Sean, you say you mentioned before that Leiana will sing some of the songs. How do you choose which songs? Who's going to sing which song? How does that go about?
It goes on. Do I want to sleep on the couch?
That's simple, huh?
That's nice.
Exactly. We try it out because certain songs actually sound. They just sound better when she's singing them.
Right. Now, do you make that decision, or
we as a band?
Okay.
As a band, I'll have my rough vocal. I'll write lyrics. I'll do another vocal. She'll listen to it for a while. So she has my structure because she sang in a different style.
Right.
So not very far off, but some of it's a little different for her. So she listens to it, digests it, and then she sings it, and then the band comes. Her friends come over. Hey, check this out.
Okay, so you get input from other people.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we also know we're both like, oh, okay, because
you've known each other for a while, and you've been playing together for a while. So there's
basically when he writes the songs, you know which way it's going to go.
And do you have a sense of where it's going when you hear his songs?
No, I don't.
Okay.
There was one song on the next coming EP, or I don't know what it's going to be yet because we keep changing it, but where in my mind I was singing it, but at the same time I was like, I really want to hear what she sounds like singing it.
Okay.
And practice wise I was singing it because I knew it at the time, in pre-production, and I liked how it felt singing it and playing it. But then we just recorded it like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Our vocals, and I was like, you're singing this.
So it comes to you very quickly.
Yeah, I mean, because certain parts, if I'm singing them, they can remind me of somebody else singing, maybe.
Right.
And when she's singing them, her voice is unmistakable.
Yeah, very distinctive.
Yes. So, I mean, she's got character to her. I mean, we both have the character, but it's just it'll add to the texture of what I'm trying to have happen. Because a lot of times it's like roughness with smoothness,
right,
mixed together.
Okay, very cool. All right, Pop the Ripper. We almost messed up. I almost messed up on this and forgot to ask you, what is Pop the Ripper about?
It's about killing pop stars.
Okay.
Singers.
Just
Miley Cyrus.
Just annoyed with them, huh?
I mean, not really anymore, but it just sounded good. No, but this song was like, it's metaphorical.
Right.
We don't actually do that.
Yeah. I kind of I picked up on that. Mike, were you up on that? I know. Yeah. Okay.
We're in an undisclosed location right now.
Yeah, it's metaphorical.
Yeah.
Like, there's a little story there. You can interpret it a few different ways, but that's what I wanted it to be about, more or less.
Do you like? I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish up.
Just the overexposure of.
Yes.
While there's a million amazing bands that live on my block.
Right. Right.
And they don't have that kind of help.
That's the issue we're dealing with right now in this industry, right. Is the talent. I mean, we that's why we're doing what we're doing. is because there's just so much talent in Philadelphia, and it's great to hear it. And we're trying to be a place where you guys can get exposure, and you can. This is your second EP that we've had you on for, and we're gonna, when you have your third one ready, whether it's an EP or an album, we want you back because we want to hear how the music progresses. And I'm of the thinking that songwriting and music, and you even said it, you're getting better at mixing music. You're always getting better as an artist the more you play it. So I think that's what has gotten lost starting, I think, way back in the 80s, where music became very disposable. And it's even more disposable now, to the point where people aren't even buying it. They're just stealing it, which puts everyone in a tough spot. So I guess then the question I'm getting to is, you guys are churning out a lot of music, which is, I think, a really good thing. You did talk about albums. I've had people tell me, albums are tough because you put so many songs together on an album and you really can't promote them all. EPs and singles is where it's at.
Right.
What do you think of that, Sean? What is your thoughts on that?
We agree with that, but I want an album. Eventually, I like listening to a whole album. Right?
Okay, and I get that.
What?
Yeah,
She's
no.
laughing at.
I know.
Well,
Jay looked at me because we flip-flop.
Yeah,
about it
we've
because
been back and forth.
I said from the beginning, let's do an EP, and then, like you said, we do a video for every song.
Right.
And that's what we have done, except for Gazed Out, or the last record we didn't make a video for every song. But
Okay.
anyway, it's a good policy because then you can promote every song that is on your EP. But however, then because they're just EPs, you miss out on some perhaps like promo things or something where certain reviewers only want records.
Right.
album.
Oh, okay.
So
I didn't know that.
It's a weird thing. So we're on the fence about what to do now because we were going to make this another EP, but then Sean kept writing songs.
Okay.
They wouldn't stop.
Sean, writing songs.
Well, I mean, artistically, you wanna put out your work.
I gotcha.
So you don't want to. It's like a writer who writes a novel doesn't want to keep putting out short stories.
I understand. Okay, and that's an interesting way of putting it. I guess I look at it differently because I'm not the artist, more from a business standpoint of being able to promote the songs properly.
Right.
And that's how I'm coming at it. It's easier for you to guys, as Leiana was saying, you song, video, and it's a package. And it's good to have because now people can see the video, hear the song, and it's part of branding. That's where I'm coming at. You're coming at it completely different. You're an artist, right. And you want to put something together, and you have something there. But as long as you understand that some of those songs may get lost,
right?
Well,
that's why I'm not in control of that decision making. I only have one say in it.
Okay, so is it a band decision then?
It's always a band decision.
Oh, interesting. Okay, very cool. All right, guys, where are you playing?
Milk Boy.
Okay, that's this Friday.
Yes.
Yeah, with the Revolution I Love You and Passion Crimes.
Oh, Revolution I Love You. Good guys.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
good friends of ours.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had them on a couple times. They're very good guys.
Yeah.
We enjoy their music.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing them with a live drummer.
This Friday, July 3rd.
Yes.
Yes.
Excellent. Very cool. Okay, anywhere else you guys playing locally?
We are playing Wilmington, Delaware.
Yeah.
Say?
Nothing local after that.
You're going to New York a couple times.
Going to New York. We go to
Pickering Creek Inn in Phoenixville.
we go to Annapolis.
Yeah, New York City Pianos on the 18th. Annapolis will be at the Metropolitan on the 24th.
Nice.
And then nothing till the end of August.
Okay. Very cool.
So far,
All right. Where can people find your music?
the12s.com.
Excellent. All right.
Good place to start.
Yeah.
Place to start. Everything else, Twitter accounts or Facebook. You want to promote anything, or is everything
all there.
Okay,
Everything.
forget it. I
Instagram.
have a bad habit of asking these questions, and Mike's like, "Why? You're so stupid." I have them right on the site there, so everyone can see it. Shut up. All right.
The question would be, do you not have a Twitter account?
Yes. Okay. then we're going to wrap things up. So great to see you guys.
Thank
Good to
you.
see you. Thanks
really
for having
enjoyed
us.
your music.
I have to say, we love coming here because you ask the best questions.
Oh, thank you.
You really do.
Thanks.
They're thoughtful.
Well, I enjoy this.
I can tell.
I love interviewing. It's something I enjoy doing, and I'm interested in songwriters and bands and how they get it together. Having been in music radio, seeing what you guys go through, I think it's what we're looking to do here is educate people, because it's a lot of time, a lot of effort. You're fortunate; you have your own studio. Bands who have to then pay for a studio, I mean, that's more pressure.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you've been there in the past.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And the analog days where it was even more expensive.
Right. So,
Which I don't. I love analog, but
digital is much, well,
Not analog prices.
I don't like analog prices. But I do want a tape machine. I want to offer that to any band that comes in my studio.
okay. Very good. Very good. All right. Thanks again, guys. Great seeing you.
Thank you.
The last song, I Can See. Sean, I'm going to put more pressure on you. What is this song about? You can't see.
No, it's about having a connection with somebody even after not seeing them for a long time.
Okay.
Basically.
Very cool. Very cool. You write so many songs, it's hard for you to keep track, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that song's like 5 years old.
And you've written, what, about another 40, 50 songs since then? Maybe even more?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. Since 5 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
At least 100.
Very good. Oh, wow. All right, very good. The song is called I Can See. Again, the band is the One2s. Their EP is called EP2. Of course, they also have EP1. If you haven't checked that out, please do. And, of course, you can get that through their website. And check them out live, too. A lot of fun. We will be having a new vidcast, and you know what? I don't know.
Okay.
I can't remember the day. We have another band coming in. I can't remember who and when, but we will have another one.
But it will
soon.
happen.
Yes, it will happen. This coming Monday, this vidcast will be up on our site for an entire week. So if you only caught part of it, you can catch the whole thing starting on Monday on our website, yourlocalnote.com. All right, wrapping things up with I Can See from the EP, EP2, the band, the One2s. This is yourlocalnote.com.